Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for Tuesday the 8th. And so today I love the energy this week, and even though there is some energy that can actually invoke some challenges and cause us to think, I think for the most part the energy is fabulous right now. So let's talk about some of the energy that I see. So we have the moon in Cancer, and it's going to be sextiling the North Node in Libra. And I love this energy because this suggests to me that emotionally we are going to find, we're trying to focus on finding balance. So anytime you have a moon in Cancer, it can be like a very emotional and very dramatic time for you, but this energy is highly supported. It is trined and it is sextiled, which means we're working in the higher vibrations of emotional energy. So I think we're feeling a little bit triumphant. We're feeling like, we're overcoming some of our past woes, and I'm talking about the big ones. I'm talking about the stuff that really derailed us. I think for the most part we have a really large perspective on letting go of some of the things that are holding us back, poor coping methods. Saturn and Scorpio is going to be sextiling the North Node in Libra. There is a lot of beautiful energy that is really supporting a balanced perspective on what happens. So if you take a look at your life and your life derailed at some point, and it was quite a psychological derailment, which means that it has something to do with that it impacted you on a level where you couldn't actually make it logical. This was something that really affected you psychologically. And then for many of you, to cope with the pain, you developed some vices. But I think you guys are understanding, with all of this motivating energy that's going on in Virgo and Jupiter and in your Sun, that I think that most of us understand that there is no happiness to be found in staying in a state of delusion. There's no happiness that can be found in staying in a state of denial. So many of you at this point are looking ahead. You're looking at the world that you want to create, and you're allowing it to open up possibilities. And for many of you, there could be huge employment opportunities. There could be amazing growth for you. Absolutely. I think here's what I'm worried about. There's one energy source that I'm really super worried about, and that's the fact that I think that for many of you, trining out all this energy it's such an easy breezy kind of energy that I think the momentum there, as I talk a lot about that for us to make psychological changes, we have to associate enough pain to make a change. But for you, there's not that gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching pain anymore to make you want to change. And so many of you can stay at an area of limbo, of Libran limbo, where you just are indecisive and you can't make a decision. So you don't, because the energy isn't shoving you or pushing you in a direction. I do like to warn you of that energy if that's where you want to stay for now, because it has been a very up and down and very wavy ride for you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting to have it easy for a little while and allowing balance to come into your life. If we're always striving, always working hard, it actually takes down some of our energy reserves. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a break and, just not moving forward and, just concentrating on the day-to-day routines, and to find a balanced perspective and a peace in the fact that some days you need days that don't have a lot of turmoil in them to really broaden and open your perspective, and not associate wanting to make a change with chaos, which means sometimes it's okay for us to want to make a change when life is good. I think for many of us, the fear has always been, why change it? Why do anything about it? Because it's good right where it's at. And I have to say that I'm so guilty of that. It's like I am at a place in my life where I finally became happy on my own. It's like, why change it? Why add anybody? Why go on a date? Why do anything? Because I'm actually, for the first time in my life in a really long time, I have some psychological peace, and I can sleep at night. And even though I miss somebody in my ex in my life, I don't associate pain with it anymore. I just miss that person, and you know, it's the fortunate or unfortunate reality, because I can see a journey ahead. I can see a better road. I can see overcoming all of these obstacles. And so I think I have to admit, for the most part, I want to trine out energy at this point. I'm very depleted. My levels are low. So don't let it get to you. This doesn't have to be a day where you push through. We don't have quincunx energy. We have gorgeous opposition. Okay, we have Jupiter in Virgo squaring off with Saturn and Scorpio. So that to me does suggest that at some point we're going to hit that fork in the road where we've got to make a decision, right? We've got to choose expansion versus a controlled response to it. These are the two teachers having a disagreement about how they should teach their class, basically. And so those two are kind of going at it. So it can be a very confusing energy. It can lower the vibration of Virgo energy, making you critical. So critical, it's almost like you can't make a decision. All this Libra energy, it's like you can't make a decision because either way you go, it looks to be a scary road. And you know, and then we've got the energy that has to be in control of it. So you know you need to push forward. You know that downtime is lost time. And so there's this need to stay in control and move forward and keep the momentum going. But there's also a need to develop some very positive day-to-day routines and expand those and maybe take time outs. Like, part of learning balance is knowing how to play as much as you work. You know, life balance. Life balance is going to be a big focus, I think, today. I think if you're smart, that you connect with this Libran energy and really focus on balance. In fact, my energetic buzz for you today is going to be focusing on the word balance. I would love for you to look up the word balance in the dictionary. I know that seems crazy, but I actually did it with patients, and it really helped me every day when I lost patience to I memorized the word patience. I even carried it around with me. And so when I found that I was an impatient person because of my Aries moon, I wanted to know what the lower vibration of that. So for many of you, find a way I want you to really identify with the word balance. Balance should be a very big focal point for you. Meaning we want to ascend, but we also want to utilize some of our old wiring to make life a little easier while we're ascending. Meaning I'm going to work and have a job that pays my bills while I'm developing my channel. What is the life balance in that? Balance is a very powerful energetic buzz, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when your energy levels are low, your brain knows how to switch over to fill it up, and you've got to teach it that. It should be a daily focus. That is why daily meditations are highly recommended. It's also why working out is recommended. Say you have a really fatty meal, a really crappy meal, okay, don't beat yourself up over it. Just go work out. And I'm not talking about work out for 2 hours because you consumed XYZ calories. Keep that in perspective too. Work out and just get your metabolism up and have the peace of mind of knowing that you counterbalanced what you did with a little extra effort. You know, it's all about keeping perspective. You know, life sucked a little while ago, but it doesn't right now. When you're leveling out your life honestly, it's not that bad at that present moment compared to your past. If you were to compare it to your past, you're better right where you are right now. And so it's about getting perspective on that and about looking at both sides and weighing them out. You know, Uranian energy is going to be opposing this Libra energy, and I'm sure it is, because this is all about the ego opposing day-to-day thinking in balance. So I really want you guys to just take a look at your life. I want you to find a way to find life balance. I want you to know that there's a new opportunity and a new beginning. It is in your hands. It is ready for the taking. But I think many of you, there was such psychological pain in the past, and you had developed so many poor coping methods that I don't think many of you feel worthy of the opportunity that's at you. So you're sitting back and you're like, I'm not going to take the opportunity. I'm indifferent to what I should do. In fact, I don't even know what I should do. So you know what? I'm not going to do anything. And I can't say that I don't understand it and that I don't think that's a very relevant thought process at this point, because you're probably just asking for a little bit more guidance from your spiritual guides, and that's okay, because we all need that at times. We all just need a little bit more of a sign for us to know how to prevail. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.